live. But no, nobody wants to hear us talk, surely. No. Hello, good evening. Yes, we have a black screen. If anyone hates Elgato, I hate them just as much, so if that's any good to anyone, I don't know what's going on. Like, the only thing I cannot hear is Discord, and I've been through every setting on that you can imagine. So I have got it working, but please let me know if you can hear Hayden okay and the audio's okay. Let's hope so. I'm just starting the game up. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Don't panic. Well, Sharwin's certainly saying hello, boys. So, can you hear Hayden okay? Isn't he turned up? Don't think who can hear you. The chat, Oh. Give me 2 seconds. Right, okay, try again.
Hello, everyone.
Hopefully you can hear him now.
Yeah, perfect.
Beautiful. You're just finishing your stir fries. Don't make me hungry.
I love stir fry.
I love a good stir
Oh
fry.
my god, I haven't had stir. I'm gonna speak to Mrs. Toga and ask her to make me stir fry for dinner one day. I love a stir fry. We can hear you. Sorry, we're live on TikTok too as well. By
Hi,
the way.
TikToks. TikToks.
My audio was working fine, and I have an Elgato.
Oh my god! Like the software started freezing as well, and I'm like, no! I had everything set up since 5:30, and
It's so weird. It's so weird.
the only thing I don't know is I had my PS4 controller plugged into the computer, and when I tried to change something, because I was in the driver briefing and I couldn't hear anything. Now it's like 7:20, and I'm like, why has he not started a driver briefing? And then I went into it and I'm like, oh, he has. I can't hear it. Right, there we go. So anyway, enough boring stuff. I will take a hammer to my computer or something. I don't know what I'm going to do. But we are here, we are live, and we have still 20 minutes of qualifying, so that's good. 19 on the grid at the moment, and yeah.
I tell you what, and this is not a negative. I'm actually quite disappointed with the rookies' numbers.
Yes.
You know,
I quickly jumped on last night, and I was like, what? Like, how can we have 50 people register and sign up, and then have, was it 16 turn up last night?
Yeah. I was not angry, because that's the wrong. That's not very nice. But I was
disappointed.
A bit like, I was a bit, because, we put a lot of effort into creating these, and maybe what we're seeing, right, is over a championship we lose people naturally.
Yep.
I wonder where, because we're running if you put the 18 plus the 17 in the same split today.
Yep.
That's over 30 drivers, and obviously I know we had issues with ACC yesterday, so like I can imagine, that's a problem in itself. But the fact that we are allowing people that didn't race yesterday in today's race, and we only have 18, that's a bit
yeah. Is it also two drop rounds?
One drop round.
One, right? Okay. We'll need to look at it. Rookies series for us is the most popular one, and we deliberately did 2 splits because we had over 70 people wanting to sign up. And then once we've arranged, and Hayden's right, there's a lot of organisation has to go into this. There's a lot of agreements by everybody who steers, commentates, does modding to have a free night to do this, and it's a bit of a slap in the face when people don't turn up. And we understand life happens, but it's now consistently happening. You could understand 1, 2, maybe splits having it, but not like 4 splits having really low numbers. So that's not so good. Can we just say that Mank is absolutely lighting the grid up with a 143.2?
Yeah, I think Mank's quicker than he looks.
Oh my god,
he's rapid.
Hello, Bart. How are you? Good evening, Mr. Sweet and Mac. Sweet and Mac. That could be a good name for a chocolate or something like that. Sweet and Mac.
Mac and sweet. Yeah.
It's basically macaroni covered in chocolate.
It's not mac and cheese, is it?
No, it's not mac. It doesn't have the same ring as mac and cheese or mac and cheese and onion.
Yeah, it's true. That is true.
UK Drift Kings, go on, Mank. He is absolutely on fire. As absolutely, absolutely. While we're doing,
just before you start,
you
start, I'm having someone on TikTok asking us how do we get into this league. Well, if you head over to our bio on TikTok, everything is in there that you shall need. Our Discord link, our SimGrid link, YouTube, Twitch link, everything you need is in there. What you need to do is follow us on SimGrid. Hit the follow button on SimGrid, and then you'll get access to all of our leagues. And then basically you can join which ones you so wish. Sorry.
No, absolutely not. And what I am going to do this week, I'm going to start recording how-to videos to join Toga, to start your first race in a online multiplayer. Online multiplayer? That sounds more like a COD thing. I know a multiplayer race, and how to do the basics so that from here on out we can just point someone directly to a video rather than having to explain loads of different things. Not that we absolutely do not mind explaining things every time, but it's just so that viewers who've been here for a while aren't going, oh, here we go, another 5-minute ramble of something. We're here.
Sorry, yes, no. We're on PC, I'm afraid, not console just yet.
Yep.
So yeah, that will help fix you.
Bart, where you're here for Mr. Stamford? Mr. Stamford? Is Mr. Stamford? Oh yeah.
Yes.
So he's
so
the
Mr.
BRT.
Stamford was So Mr. Stamford was supposed to race last night. That's commentator's curse. He was supposed to race last night, and he obviously with the ACC server being a problem. So what we've done is we've allowed people to race from yesterday today.
Yeah.
And how it will work is that we'll take wherever those guys are finished, and then manually update them in the championship for the current split. So it might be that if, for example, Stamford wins. He'll get the same amount of points as the winner of yesterday's race. Because we don't want to penalise. We shouldn't really penalise people that could make it.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, it's not this guy's fault that they couldn't make it.
No, that's it.
So I think it's only fair.
And it shows that we're willing to. Ouchie. Can't park there, sir. I totally lost my train of thought. Carry on.
No. Gold, thanks for the follow on TikTok. And not only that, what we'll do is that, so for example, say if Stamford does win, and someone who, I don't know, say Mank comes second, Mank will then instantly get the victory because obviously that Stamford is split 1 driver, Mank split 2, so Mank should really take the victory. So we'll just work out the points. I mean, it's a bit of a faff. It's going to be a bit of a faff. But I think that's the only fairest way to do it. We shouldn't penalise people for not being able to race yesterday by getting a bad ratio on SimGrid and then losing out on points that they potentially could have won. So
absolutely,
I think it's only fair.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It is, so we are that flexible that we can do that, and we're willing to put the work into making sure it is as fair as possible. But
I mean, it might piss, excuse my French, but it might pee a few people off. But I can't find a fairer way of doing that.
There isn't a fairer way, to be honest. It's out with everyone's control, and it's one of these things that we just need to deal with.
Can I say?
Yep.
Daryl's P5.
He absolutely. So is Daryl, Cooley, and Stamford from Split 1 normally? Is that why they're white?
No, I'm sure. No. I don't know why Daryl's white for whatever reason, but I don't know why they're marked as. Oh, yes, they could be actually. Yes, they are.
Right.
So, that's good. Yes, the people that are white are people that are from yesterday.
Okay.
From Split 1.
Okay, that actually will make things easier for us.
Don't click on Zeta. She's just spun.
Okay, I'm not clicking on Zeta. I've told her I won't deliberately watch her, so we don't do the old commentator's curse.
Fair.
Oh my god! I'm not looking at Stamford ever again. Twice I have flicked to Stamford, and twice he's binned it into a barrier. So BRT, you guys, have you got any control in Belgium of a switch for commentators' curse that you can switch it on and off? Because I certainly don't. As you can tell, we actually now get people who are vouching for one driver and actually ask us to look at the driver that's ahead of them, so that they end up with the commentator's curse crash, and then the driver they actually like, it drives past. That is how this is working now. It's
brilliant, amazing.
Mank, you are on fire tonight, my friend. You are on fire.
Yeah, amazing. So how have you been, Mac? You been good?
I've been good. I've been busy. It's been a busy week, and I've got so many plans for so many videos. I basically need to, excuse the French, pull the finger out and get it done, and stop procrastinating so much. What about you? How's your week been so far?
Our week's been okay. I've been on dad duties Monday and Tuesday, hence why I've not been around. And work's been, busy. But I'm looking forward to the weekend, the rest of the week. So obviously I'm racing on Friday. I'm doing commentary. I'm doing stewarding on Saturday. And then potentially racing again on Sunday in the Formula GT Racing League.
Nice.
So and I'm going to Snetterton next weekend with my son because my son is hooked.
Oh, amazing! Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we're going to watch British touring cars at Snetterton.
So good.
So yeah, that should be should be really good.
I am delighted to hear that. That's like just bringing the next generation into the whole thing that we are absolutely sucked into.
100%. He'll be in my rig. No doubt.
Do you know? I was about to say it's going to become a doubly expensive thing for you.
I know he's going to want his own rig.
He's going to want his own rig. Oh man, Mank, that's amazing. You smashed your personal best. We do not need screenshots. We're happy to take your word for it. Sharwin, how many Ferraris? Far too many. This is literally a Ferrari versus every other one you can ever
do you think
see.
Ferrari's fast here?
I don't know. I think it might be. Daryl, how you doing? Good to see you where you are. P1 would be
smashing it, Daryl.
Would be awesome. But yeah, hope you have a good race. Everybody who is racing, scrub all the Ferraris. Yeah, to be fair, the Ferrari's not the worst car in the world.
I think it's a very good starter car. I think we mentioned this last week, didn't we, about our top cars that we would start with on ACC, and I think the Ferrari is very much that.
Yeah,
it's a simple car to drive.
It is, and it's so new. The technologies that's in it is as new as it can be. Whereas if you jump into the Lexus, I think it's still got like a rotary, dial for speed and things like that,
yeah, exactly. Or the Jag.
Because
mental people drive the Jag.
Yeah. If Stephen's listening, I am not. I can't actually look at people tonight. My commentator's curse is so strong tonight. I don't know if it's something that I've drank or I've eaten, but like the Jedi mind trick is way off the scale tonight. So
is it?
Nice. Like I'm not even flicking around different drivers now, because every time I go, especially to Stamford, like I say, he's facing a barrier. So BRT team will absolutely hate me for that. I don't know why the livery's not shown. I did sync them, and there was only one new one created, but I'm sure the BRT Ferrari livery was shown before.
Oh, hang on, have I got it? No, I don't have it either.
Okay, so there's an issue with the livery in some way. Bart, I don't know if you're still on, but if you could let the bosses know, see if they can
that'd be great.
Sort something out. Mank, sorry.
Sorry. No, go.
No, I was just going to say, Mank, a guy works at Snetterton. Oh, nice. He hopes he's have a great day. Casper, Mr. Olsen, how are you doing? It's great to see you in the chat again. Hope you're doing well. Sharwin, now it's time for your chocolate eclairs, Sharwin. I'm seriously thinking I'm going to time.
I've just had a chocolate eclair.
I'm going to time both of you out now for like a minute to learn your lesson. How dare you? I had a bounty tonight after my dinner, so I actually was quite happy.
Oh, are we talking the chocolate eclairs as in the sweet?
Yes.
Or are we talking chocolate eclair as
well,
chocolate eclair with cream?
Right. So which one is
Because
it
I had
then,
the
Charlotte?
latter. I had the latter.
Yeah, that's the best one. I don't like the chocolate Eclair sweets. It's not the same.
Yeah, I'm not really. Yeah, I don't really hit the same, do they? And also, just putting it out there, I am missing the football tonight to commentate on this race.
Wow, you are dedicated.
So, but I have got it on my phone, just as to watch the humiliation of being.
So, if I hear you shouting and squealing, I know that at least it's a goal to Man U then.
Well, I'm not really sure.
Oh, so Sarwin's confirmed it's a cream cake. So
okay, better.
That's a 2-minute ban you're now getting. Steve, how you doing? Have you changed your livery again, Steve?
I think he has.
He has. It's like yellow and red now. Yeah. I'm not focusing on him, but he's in the background. Can I go back to Stamford and he's not in the barrier? Okay, he's on the track. That's good. Yeah, so any drivers tonight, if you donate, £2.99, I will make sure I don't focus on you tonight. Oh no! Oh, Stamford!
Are you now, are you?
Oh my God! Right, I can't look at Stamford tonight at all. If something happens with him, you're going to have to just tell me what happens, because he's just went off the track again. Predicting people die, T4 and T5, allowing you to make up a place or two. You strategic devil, you. Bizarro colours. Are you doing a last to first tonight, Steve?
I think he might.
I think he's busy with work. I think he's literally joined just so that he'll be able to race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a hotfix come out today for said game
for the Mustang.
Yeah. No. For the
Le Mans Ultimate.
Yeah. I saw a hotfix coming out for it. So
that's
do you know what? I actually done a couple of online races on that the other day.
Okay.
And I was very, very impressed.
Good. Awesome.
So I don't think it'll be long. I've been in communications with someone at Motorsport Games about server setups and stuff.
Okay, good. Excellent.
I think it might be worth us doing a race on LMU. It might be kind of fun.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. So if you don't have LMU yet, please go and consider getting it, because even the pro sim racers are gushing about it in such a positive way. And if you have it, you'll be able to join one of our races once we get things all set up.
Very good. It's very good.
Yeah, no, it's just so good. Right, can we actually talk about Mank now being demoted to P2?
Yeah, but he's not. He's only 0.004 of a second off P2.
Yeah, but
he is. Yeah.
He is back out on track. So can Mank actually pull this back? I mean, Lamborghini's not the easiest car, and this is a tricky track. So that's.
Can I also say, everyone racing right now is not going to, if the times stay the same in the next 5 minutes, which I very much doubt they will.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some of the times, no one's going to get a strike.
Wow.
43.0 was the cut-off.
So there we go.
Yeah.
That's good. That is good.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, 43.5 was you're going to get ballast. So the top 8 as it stands, top 7 as it stands are going to get ballast.
Yep.
But if everyone stays everyone's now lifting.
Lifting course, fuel saving, please.
Everyone's now lifting, and they're not doing any more runs.
Yeah.
They don't. No one gets a strike, which is, I guess, maybe also thinking about this logically. This might be the reason why there are not many people. It's because of the. Who's an actual rookie, if that makes sense?
Absolutely.
Because obviously you can be a rookie on SimGrid but not be rookie pace. So I wonder actually if the people that are on this server are quote unquote actual rookies.
Yeah.
Stanford's off again, by the way.
I flicked to the Mustang as I saw Stanford coming into view, and I'm like, no! oh my God, BRT, I'm so sorry. I have no control over this, right? It's like basically handing Jedi mind tricks to a toddler and doesn't know what on earth to do with it. So that's my reason. DeLuca.
Okay, right. So someone that person is not a rookie.
Definitely not. A 142.38 tenths, 8.5 tenths up.
What a 42.3 is pretty silver pace. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he unfortunately gets removed from the championship.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Casper, thank you so much for helping out there in the chat. Appreciate you. Bart, I'm so sorry. Tell Christian I'll send you all some Scottish tablet or something to apologise. Oh, that is just not. That's not even funny. I feel terrible. But DeLuca has parked it. Tegas is still on the move. They've got just over 2.5 minutes left to get some time in. Mank was a little bit up with green time.
He still is, yeah. Oh, no, he's dropping off a bit now, yeah.
And as I go to Meekin is 1/10 up. So, yeah. So Meekin up into P3. Mank now demoted to P4.
Well, now he's a few temps down. And sorry, Slayer on TikTok saying that's a crap game, innit? Well, if you don't like it, don't watch us. That's as simple as that.
Why would you go into TikTok and watch a video that you don't like?
Some people are silly,
thanks for
don't like it, don't watch.
Thanks for your comment though, because it actually does help us with the algorithm. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. You've inadvertently give us an extra view, so I appreciate it.
Bart, okay, I'll send it to the drivers. I won't send it to Christian. He'll probably keep it for himself and eat it all.
Thanks. Yeah, sorry. I think you said thank you to Casper for doing that. So about the strike system, I think that's the safest and the fairest way of doing it. I think
it absolutely is.
Yeah.
Now, did we decide Haley or Haley? No,
it's Haley. It's
Haley.
No, it's Haley. Yeah.
Okay, Haley. I am so sorry. I literally clicked onto them as they were going sideways round the last turn, and they were in a green time.
I still got time.
They still got time. Not if I keep watching them, they won't. But Tegas was almost 2/10 up there. He's a long way. So I think if you remove DeLuca from this whole equation, you know that time is way beyond a rookie time. So Tegas really is kind of leading. But what I find interesting is that Meekin is actually the fastest by 3 or 4 tenths in the first sector in comparison to both P1 and P2.
Wow.
So if he can just connect enough on even one of the second or third sector, he could be in the running for a P2.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah.
The top three are so close, aren't they?
They are.
So close. Well, that I would expect in a very few minutes' time that P1's probably going to go.
Mm-hmm.
But the top three, the new top three, if you like, are incredibly close.
They are. I mean, we're talking hundredths of a second. Between second and third, there is 5,000th of a second between them. Like,
wow.
You couldn't even blink that fast, so...
No, you really couldn't.
Pepe, who's in P5, is 1/10 up on the 99.296. It's a nice livery they've got. Very, very...
Which car? Pippi?
Pepe, yeah. Haven't seen Pepe in a race for a while.
No, he's been a while, hasn't he? Yeah.
Casper, thank you so much.
Not again. Let's not start this again.
Are you going to merge the grids next week? Slightly smiling face.
I think it's probably going to, because we can't... It's not fair keeping them separate when we're only getting 16 and 22. It just doesn't work. So, we probably will just merge. It's obviously Hayden's decision.
Well, what do you think about this? I mean, we're doing this on the fly right now. Literally, this is me just spitballing. What if we do... So we'll merge them, but what we'll do is we'll have a race still Tuesday and Wednesday, but merge the two grids. So if you still want to race both days, essentially race both days.
Yep.
But rather than, one team, one grid, one people on the grid can't race now because they aren't, they're busy on a Wednesday. They can only race on a Tuesday. Well, that's fine. Mm-hmm. We'll create two races and then add an extra drop round in just in case they can't race, because obviously we don't want people losing out on points.
Absolutely.
And then we'll just have the last two races is a free for all.
Yeah. Oh no, Stanford's the only one to cross the line. Do I dare?
No, he's finished.
He's done it right.
We lost the driver, by the way. He's gone.
Okay. So... Yeah, I know, Casper. The good old...
can we get... Sorry, Matt. Can we get rid of Loogie in the
chat? I was just about to say, Loogie, wow, you really have just thrown a lit petrol bomb into a firework factory there. Oh, my goodness. Steve, you want Mers as well. More cars for you to attempt to pass.
I think we'll do that next week.
Yeah, I think so.
If everyone's happy.
So there is actually something that I was wanting to speak to Hayden about, but I actually want to know what you guys think in chat as well.
Okay.
So, we have new people coming in all of the time. Lewis Rick, thank you very much for the subscribe.
Lewis is a legend and subscribed to the channel.
Scottish Lewis.
Scottish Lewis. Scottish. Scottish. I don't know why I tried to put a Scottish accent on there when I'm Scottish. There we go. So, I have thought about putting a request out to the Discord community asking if anyone would like to be a mentor to someone who's just starting out. And what that would mean is that they would just basically have, they would just chat amongst themselves or go into a direct call with each other, but that mentor could lead them through how to sign up for races, how to connect to the multiplayer, maybe even how to drive a car. Let's say, for instance, we've got Peter Romeo, who's an Aston Martin fanatic and drives it so well, and then we have, let's say, Sharwin, who is maybe thinking about the Aston Martin. If Peter was agreeable to it, they could, chat together, and Peter could maybe give some tips or things that the Aston does that he can look out for and things like that. And I think it would just be maybe encourage the newer people to be able to kind of creep up a little bit quicker, maybe. So let me know what you think. That was my idea. Steve, pre-race interviews conducted over Discord text only gives you commentators some interesting info and predictions from some of the drivers to recount during the race. We have keep the live interviews to post-race only. That makes sense. We do have that in some ways. We do that for the endurance races because, like, an hour race, depending on how busy it is, it's difficult to try and get more things in. But a longer race, we have actually got on Discord, tell us about your team or tell us about your driver or things like that. So we've got, now you tell me.
Well, we also do have something else that we haven't been really utilising. Do you remember all those time ago?
Yes,
I made that link to the website where we can see driver stats. Let me see if I can dig it out.
Oh my God, I absolutely forgot about that. So Hayden has been able to pull together a lot of stats about drivers from SimGrid and put it into what we would call a cheat sheet, which is easy to say. And it gives us information about the driver where we can bring out information, say Steve Hood's best finishing position was P2 at the Red Bull Ring in the Jag, as time was, or as fast as lap was. Right, okay, good luck to everybody. I'm going to run through the grid whilst Hayden's having a little looky. So P1 we've got Pippi, P2 we've got Tegas, Meechan in P3, so Ferrari P1, P2 and P3, got Mancunian in the 909 Lamborghini in P4, we've got Endau in P5 in the BMW, we've got then Haley in the 81 Ferrari in P6, Lou in P7, we've got, I used to be able to say this name, now I can't, my brain's got confused, Gunnawardane, hopefully something sounds similar, in the good-looking Mustang. In P8, we've got our very own Daryl.
Let's go!
Daryl in P9, we've got Pistolese. In P10, we've got Longo, P11, Lee, P12, Brandon Fuller, what an amazing race, 13th.
What a legend he is.
Well done to Brandon. Alexei in P14. We've got the BRT driver. I'm not even looking at him on the formation lap, just in case. Oh, he has. Has he?
No, he hasn't.
He's just. I just seen Zeta and him swapping places. We've got Zeta, our very own Zeta, in P15. We've got Albers in P17. We've got Cooley, P18. Holtzman, P19. Labranche in P20. That sounded very French there.
It did.
Pimento. Jesus. But then you go to P21 and I'm like, Pimento? I'm pretty sure that's not how you say their name, but thank you anyway. And our very own Mr. Stephen Hood in the beautiful looking sad Jag. Wow. Right, okay.
Talking of Stephen Hood.
Yes.
Stephen Hood is driven, as it stands right now, 1,153 laps here at Togo Motorsport.
Oh, wow.
He has entered 52 events, and his most used car is an Aston Martin V8 2009.
Wow.
His fastest lap, round Kyalami, as of to date, obviously has not factored in what's just happened, obviously, is a 42.2. And he finished that race in P12.
42.2, and he still finished 12th.
Oh, yeah.
What is going on? What?
Well, bearing in mind these stats are maybe, you know, this is not a
definitive.
It's still a bit sketchy for some of the data, if I'm being completely honest.
That is an amazing time though, and to still finish there. So Meechan's got a 10-second penalty already. I'm going to assume that's maybe for not deliberately blocking, maybe, but for causing some kind of. Let's have a little look. Of a poor rejoin. Okay. So Meechan already on the back foot with 10 seconds, but they are now on the start finish. They can see the red light, and they're all in formation ready to go.
Let's rock and ruin.
This T1 is
It should be okay at Kyalami, but we will see. It's going to be the mid-pack that we're potentially going to see any problems, as we are away then.
We are off.
A long straight down. It's a long straight up until T1, braking just before the 100-metre board to get the ideal line. People on the inside are going to struggle with the rotation of the car, but everyone seems to be okay. It's a bit of door banging, which you expect.
Yep.
Second corner though, be careful of that yellow. Oh, we got a car around. That's down.
Oh, there's two. There's a McLaren as well. McLaren got collected, got squashed. Oh my goodness, there's carnage everywhere.
Could be a red flag. We'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of. You need to remember. I'm just seeing Mr. Hood, like he's went almost from last to 14th now. Like, what is going on here? He doesn't want a red flag, obviously.
Clearly not. No.
But, so they're cold tyres, they're cold brakes. They're, there's a Ferrari pointing the wrong way. That's not Stanford,
it's not.
is it?
That is Stanford.
Oh, no. I didn't even look. He just came into shot and he was facing the wrong way.
That is.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's a shame. Sorry, Stanford. I really do apologise.
Yeah.
Should we big Stanford up? Let's have a quick
let's raise the optimism for Stanford. I'll let you go.
Yeah, Stanford's only entered 2 races here at Togo Motorsport. Mm-hmm. He's driven a maximum, a combined of 74 laps. Okay. And obviously, his favourite car is the Ferrari. He finished. It doesn't say where he finished at Red Bull Ring, as the. Focus gets really squirrely at the last exit. Red Bull Ring was a 29.6, and Donington was a 28.2. So that is Stanford. There is a few little bugs with it, but hopefully that gives a bit of information about particular drivers.
Beautiful
out on track. Hippie has just driven away, hasn't he?
He has. He's almost 3 seconds ahead of Meechan already. But I was just watching Gunnar Wardin, who is now in P4 with the Mustang. He powered past.
Yeah. He lost it big time on the exit of the last corner, but because of the power of that Mustang, he's just been able just to fly past.
Yep.
He's got 7 kgs of ballast as well. In my opinion, you know, that's LFM bot, but that should be way more.
Yeah.
Because of the raw power that thing's got.
Yeah.
So, it's interesting. I think we should keep an eye out for the Mustang today because
I think so.
Be up there.
Yeah.
Especially with straight line speed in the corners. I don't know if you've driven it, but for me, it's very, very, very squirrely on exit.
Oh yeah.
But on the straight, it's just an unbelievable machine.
It is. And watching on Sunday night the FGTRL race, there was a couple of Mustangs, and they were just powering past Aston Martins and everything on the straight at the Hungaro ring. So, my thought is, and obviously it was only almost like a standard setup I was using on it. It just felt difficult to rotate.
Yeah, 100%.
And then when you do get it rotated, it then just wants to continue to rotate, like you see on the exit. It's like, oh, I'm going this way. I'm going to keep going this way. I don't care what input you put into the steering wheel. But
I'm still going that way.
I'm still going that way. But and so this is a prime example. The 296 was in the bumper of this Mustang, and the Mustang has just like it cancelled any advantage that Pistolese has made.
It's just gone.
But it's still
what?
Although
I was going to say, but it's still quite close between them. Like, as much, it's almost like. Oh dear! Oh no!
Jeez!
Oh, that's Pippi. God, was you on it? Did you click on him?
Yeah.
Oh God!
No, it wasn't Pippi. It was Labranche.
Okay.
And there was just chaos and calamity behind. So
Pippi's gone from P1 to P9, and now he's got Mr. Hood right on the back of him.
Oh my God! Steve Hood's in the top 10.
Yeah.
What is going on? He's having the drive of his life. So did Pippi just lose it or something?
I think so, yeah. I think he lost it on the exit of turn 3, if I'm not mistaken, and just completely lost it.
Yeah.
LCH Motorsport, I want to get seriously into ACC, but I only got a cheap wheel. I'll stop there before I read the rest of it. Oh, Pippi's gone again.
What?
I think Pippi must have some hardware failure.
There's hardware issues, because he wasn't even turning for the corner and literally just spun as if someone hit him, and there was nobody near him.
Yeah, exactly. Or he's got really odd brake bias on the rear.
But he was setting he was setting really good lap times.
That is weird.
I haven't seen that before.
No, I haven't. That's what the man said when his donkey died. Sorry. Sorry.
Oh my God! How long have you been waiting to put that joke in?
About like 20 years since my mum told me it when I was like 10.
Oh goodness!
Sorry.
There's so many battles. The problem for Meehan is he's got 10 seconds that is going to get added onto his pit stop.
Foot down, doesn't he? Yeah, 100%.
And
sorry. Can we get back to LCH Motorsport?
Sorry, yes.
Not halfway through. Yes, LCH Motorsport. It doesn't matter what wheel you've got. Let us know what wheel you've got. You can start off with even with a G27, G29, whatever it may well be. We are PC only, so if that helps, get yourself involved, join our Discord server, and we can try and help you. Only got cheap wheel that doesn't even have force feedback. That might be a bit of an issue, but still. So yeah, I think that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Like is Pocamendi here? Oh, okay, nice.
Someone was just talking about. Lyric was just saying, "Hi guys, Michael." Oh yeah, sorry, is that the one you were just reading? Sorry, I'll shut up.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
No, it's alright.
The Mustang's into P3. What? Oh yeah, because Pippi, obviously. Yeah. So he's.
Oh, Daryl, what a send! I'm pretty sure that was Daryl up the inside of Pippi.
Oh dear.
It was as well. Jesus, Daryl. Where has that come from?
Oh my goodness. Oh my. I don't even know what to say, Daryl. That is balls out brave. Wow.
Daryl's not taking any prisoners today, is he?
We've got Steve Hood's got a lot of pressure behind him with Alexei and the Audi. And again, that Jag is just roaring off into the distance, gulping the air through those very sad-looking vents.
That's very sad-looking.
He's not went completely defensive. He just stayed middle of the track. The Audi's way offline now. Steve's come back with the switchback. Side by side, we don't really want to be side by side. Steve does a sensible thing, pulls out of that. It looks like he's
got great exit. What's Steve been doing? What Steve's had so much. He's been having so much practice. Definitely.
He has. He's been on that rig every single spare second. He's got so much rotation in that jack.
Let's look at. He's driving it so well.
Man, Steve, you're a legend. Regardless, you're a legend. Sorry, we're not keeping up with all the chat messages. We are.
Yeah,
Brandon Fuller looks like he's lost 2 places.
Driving with Dan, welcome in on TikTok. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, welcome in.
Lyric, you're back in the V12. Oh, nice.
So, what do they? LCH Motorsport, they're on Xbox or PS4. This is the problem. We really need to get onto the console game, don't we?
Yeah.
Because I think we're not, potentially losing out on...
Sorry, Pepe. No, it's not Pepe. That is Pepe in the wars again. God. Brandon Fuller just sent it between 2 cars. Like, I don't know.
But he had nowhere to go there.
No, he didn't.
Let's be honest. What was he going to do?
I genuinely think that Brandon has been eating or drinking whatever Darrell's been on, because he's pushing that car to the limit. So,
really
poor Darrell down in P17 at the moment.
What's happened to Darrell? Driving me down, thanks for following TikTok. Sorry, mate.
No.
What's happened to Darrell? Darrell was fighting really hard, but then disappeared.
Yeah, absolutely. Poor Steve Hood's been passed by the Audi, which, when you consider the difference in cars, it's, that's more down to the engineering. But again, he's not even using half of the track when he's coming round the 3rd or 4th corner. Yeah, that's... Wow. So, Mr. Hood's obviously drank some anti-commentator curse drink today, which is good. As we see... That's strange. So, the Mustang is back down to P5. Darrell is... Pepe's got past the Audi, and it looks like Darrell's made up 2 places within like 3 car lengths. I don't know if he had a great exit, but Darrell's on form today as well.
It's very interesting. It's almost like it feels. Sorry, could you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
My end, it just had a bit of a dodgy connection. It's almost like I think obviously people racing over time, and I think this is good now because we've got raw rookies, if you like, people that are actually rookies, or people that aren't necessarily as fast as others. You're now seeing a lot more people battling, where this is no disrespect to Darrell or Brandon, they would be at the back, not really having a good time. Whereas now, oh my God, what was that? That was Haley in P12, literally going the wrong way off the sausage curb.
Oh, the curb of death. Casper, thank you so much. Have a great night and take care.
Thank you for your super chat as well. Appreciate it. So yeah, because they're battling together, it's actually becoming apparent. Like, oh my God, what the hell's going on? Like, the guys are really battling hard. So. I think it's, regardless of numbers, I think it's actually a good thing.
It is. Absolutely. Numbers, and I think that's the way you learn, is by fighting against people. You start to learn what moves work, what don't, what corners you can safely put a send into, if there is such a thing. Mank,
aggressive racing. You can do it.
Absolutely. Mank under pressure from Pistolesi in P3 at the moment. 2/10 separate them as Mank is going really defensive, trying to keep the 296 behind him. The long run down here. Sword and Keyboard on Twitch. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you in. I will try and get back to some of the things. LCH, unfortunately, on Xbox or PS4, yep. Candy, I think the guy was trying to change his engine map or something like that and change his TC. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what went
that
on.
Makes sense. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
That, it's heartbreaking to see it happen. Candy are split 1 and 2 merging next week. I think they are. I think because of the poor turnouts, we'll just merge them. So 5 seconds for Holtzman. So the penalties now starting to come out. Oh my goodness! Right, okay.
10 seconds for. Oh, is there a lot? Is there?
There's a lot. There's a lot. So 10 seconds.
Okay, before you get going, drive me down. Xbox with Mega. Yeah, we'll try and get something sorted out for console. And Bob the Grey. This is Kai Lamy, mate, on TikTok. Sorry, guys. Sorry, mate.
No, it's okay.
A couple of things on there, but yeah. Whilst you go through the massive long list.
Yeah. So 10 seconds for car 65. 10 seconds for car treble 7. 10 seconds for car 74, 5 seconds for car 37, 5 seconds for car 12, 10 seconds for car 304, and 15 seconds for car 99.
Wow. Well, that shakes things up. Oh, Meekan's got 20 seconds, because I was about to say, Meekan was pulling away quite nicely with Mank and Pistoles battling against each other, but now he's been given a 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. That's a lot. So it's an extra 15 seconds from what top we've already had.
No, 10. He had 10 seconds for the qualifying.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So you got another 10-second penalty. Wow.
Yeah. So Candy, there was a bit of chaos in lap 1. Actually, that's not true. The stewards are amazing and actually put the lap numbers in. So the first 4 I read out was for lap 1. And then it was lap 2, 3, 5. There's a warning for car 76 for poor racecraft as well, so they need to watch what they're doing. This could play into the hands of a lot further back.
100%. This, Stanford now, who's obviously last at this current moment in time, isn't actually too bad.
Yeah.
He's going to gain a lot of freebies in the pit stop.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mr. Hood is going to, possibly get at least 1 position, maybe 2 positions out of
probably
this.
2, yeah. Yeah, 100%.
So he'd got to be in it to win it.
Top 10 for the Jag, again, would be great.
Oh, my goodness. Like, he is bringing the Jag back. A bit like bringing Sexy back, I suppose. Candy, yeah, so that's why there's so many penalties. There's been quite a few contacts, and, that's what happens. It's going to be that or warnings. We've had to disqualify the person who qualified P1 because they were so quick. They were definitely not rookie pace at all, which is fine. It just makes it fairer for everyone else who has been practicing it and who's not of a higher than a rookie skill at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Lou is looking to try and get past Pimentel, who's in. Okay. I was cautious. I was waiting to see there was a master plan there, but I think it was just cautious.
It was just cautious, yeah, 100%.
Sharwin, I am not dyeing my beard pink. No.
No. So have I missed something?
No, you haven't missed anything. So anyway, Albert's is. There was I can't even remember what the thing was. It was Sunday night. We'd been talking about charity or something, and somebody said they would donate X amount if I dyed my beard pink. Yeah, that would look awesome. Pistolesi got past Mancunian, so Pistolesi now looking to try and break down that 6-second gap, but Mancunian has now got Aindau behind him as well in the BMW, and he's not actually getting any time to reset himself. He's just been passed, and now he's got a BMW right in the back
right
bumper.
On the back of him, yeah.
I wonder if it's
very difficult part of the circuit here. Dip of the brakes as well. You want to touch a brake.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's going to be BMW doesn't. BMW's not too bad here, I don't think. It's not too shabby, but that section there is very difficult. But I think they've both done really well to stay that close to one another.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, both cars being quite good on top end speed, they're probably not going to one's not going to pass each other if you likes. But down to the heavy braking zone they go. Down to first gear probably for the BMW, if not second. I've not really driven the Audi, so I can't really give my explanation of that. Be careful of the sausage curve of death.
Yes.
Yeah, they both miss it quite nicely. Although the Lambo went a bit wide, and I think on the exit And it's as you were. There's not really much gap, is there? Really,
there's
they haven't really. They stayed as you are. What the lap time's going to be then? Lambo's done a 40. Hang on, have they crossed the line yet?
Yeah. 146.9.
Oh, so the Lambo did have an issue. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and there's a 44.3 for the BMW.
Steve Hood now under pressure for his P9 position by Pippi, who we know was very, very fast. So can Steve keep him behind? I mean, Steve's a very careful driver. He's not going to move under braking or anything like that.
No.
The 296 just look. I mean, the cars are completely different eras. That 296 thing is only a matter of time. Steve's using a lot more track now, which is good to see. But it's unfortunately not helping him, as Pippi now has a look on the inside coming into this fast right-hander. Steve kind of closed the door on him. It was fair.
No, Pippi done well, to be fair.
Yeah,
no.
I think Pippi saw it coming. And as Hayden says, this is not part of the track you really want to be trying going 2 cars wide either. Sharwin, can I recommend Toga do a livery of the race award at the end of each race? Like player of... Well, we did do driver of the day, which we did kind of last season for different championships. But we didn't find many people wanted to engage with a poll, so you'd maybe get 2 people, 3 people actually deciding who they wanted. YouTube, unfortunately, isn't great for polls either, whereas Twitch is a little bit easier to deal with polls and how many you can add, etc. But it is something we've done. Wheels. Oh, Steve. A little bit of a tank slapper there, and it looks...
just a touch.
I can't.
I didn't want to say anything.
I can't. Pippi going really wide.
Really wide. Yeah, super wide. No.
I can't even imagine what that Jag would be like trying to get round that second last corner with the curb of death.
I just think he's done an excellent job in terms of. Pippi's going to go for a send up the inside now. Has he got the job done? Yes, he has. Just about. But Steve's got him back on the old switcheroo, but that's job done from Pippi. Good move there by Pippi. That was respectful, that one.
I have to say, I don't think Steve fought too hard on it. No. I think he realised it was a
well, he hasn't
pointless.
got to worry. No. Pippi's got 15 seconds of penalties coming his way. So
exactly.
Steve's not bothered what happens, really, because he's going to get the time back in the pit stop. So, again, great. I mean, we seem to be picking Steve out a lot, but great driving again from Steve. It's a fantastic drive as always. A bit further down the grid though, P20 and P19 are having a nice little tussle. The Aston and the Lambo. It's is it Mark Cooley versus Sonny Holtzman?
Nice liveries as well.
Yeah, very nice liveries. Holtzman's got a time penalty coming his way, so is Cooley going to really go for it too much? But unless he's losing time out to the cars ahead, I mean, it's obviously then a different conversation to be had, isn't it? So, very interesting. There seems to be not really many battles now. It seems to...
It's calmed down a little bit.
It has. It always does that, doesn't it? The first few laps are a bit sort of carnage, a bit sort of like hell for leather.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's sort of, right, we're in a rhythm now. Let's get racing again.
Have you still got your fact sheet?
Yes, open? I have. Yes. What would you like? Yes.
Could you have a look at Mark Meekin, the leader at the moment, and let's hear a little bit more about what he has been up to?
Yes. So he has done 27 events here at Toga Motorsport.
That's good.
He has driven 699 laps.
Wow.
His favourite car, obviously, is, well, on here it says the Porsche 992 GTR, the new one.
Yeah.
And he has done a Kailami race before at Toga Motorsport, and he's done a 141.7.
What?
So, maybe not a rookie, but maybe he's in a new car that he's learning.
Yes. So he technically, with that combination, is a rookie.
Yes.
But wow, I mean, that's you can actually see Pistolizzi in the background. So Pistolizzi's managed to bring down the 6-second gap down to 4, which is good. I mean, that means for us anyway watching. It's not good for poor Mark, who's obviously having a look in his mirrors, and he knows he's got 20 seconds. That is probably going to drop him down into P7, P8.
Something like that, yeah. He's going to be P7-ish, I would imagine.
I think Steve Hood will obviously gain from Alexi and Pippi, but I don't quite think he would be enough at the moment to...
Get in! Yes!
Yes! Okay, so Newcastle have not scored, I can confirm.
Yes! Get in!
Where's Belugi now?
Sorry.
Sharwin, I
think it might be offside though.
Oh man. Sharwin, thank you very much for supporting us that way. Yes, if you are watching on YouTube, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and make sure the bell notification's on so that you get notified when more of our crazy streams come up. We've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we've got
Saturday, and Sunday.
More races this week. What? I feel like
it's a very busy week this week, and obviously it would have been less. So we've actually been live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Tomorrow's the only day we've got off.
Yep. Thursday's the only day off. He's such a slave driver.
I tell you what. I mean, to be fair, how many commentary sessions have you done this week? This is your first.
This is my first this week. Yeah.
So how cool is that? Like we're able now to share the load between everybody.
Exactly.
Like Zeta's racing so tonight. Good. It's good. Sorry, jump over you.
No.
But yeah, I mean, obviously guys might be not aware as well. So we've got a bit of a lot of the racing. We are now sort of not taking over, but helping another community out called Formula GT Racing. You might have seen that we've been hosting some of their events. Actually, we haven't got a race this Sunday. Or have we?
Yes, we've got FGTRL.
It is this week, because I know the calendar's a bit hit and miss, isn't it, in terms of it's a bit staggered, isn't it?
It is. It's only because...
so we've been helping them out.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say it's only because we've got the other community. It doesn't obviously show in our calendar. Oh, no!
What?
Connection between Longo and Haley in P15 and 16. It's knocked them down considerably, almost 19th now. So that's unfortunate, and yet again, I caught it on camera. When am I racing again? So I dropped out of the...
I was going to say, why?
Friday one, because we were going to try and do something different with the commentary, and it would involve me running the production on my PC and allowing the two commentators just to talk about what's on the track. Might try it this week slightly differently. It was a suggestion from one of our good friend Davida, who watched it on another stream of another community and thought it was pretty cool. So we might do that yet.
You withdrew from the Saturday race as well. What happened there?
So my pedals have stopped working. Beautifully.
No.
Yeah. So I was meant to be doing an 8-hour race on Saturday with Brandon, and the hour and a half race in between the 8 hours that I was meant to be doing already.
Oh my god!
So that was going to be. I was actually really looking forward to it, but yeah, I'll need to let Ollie know that I'll need to withdraw from that.
Oh man!
So yeah, I don't know when I'll be racing again, to be fair, Sharwin. Meekin's into the pits. Mank is into the pits.
Oh yeah, pit window open now, isn't
This is them now jumping in. I think Meekin's done the right thing, because get rid of that 20 seconds as soon as you can, rather than carrying it around like a bit of emotional baggage. So
no, he's done the right thing there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
So I don't know. My main thing for me is I will always do the commentary or do whatever's required before racing. Like Hayden's pulled out of so many championships because he's ended up having to do his stuff. Dexter's had to do it. Ollie's had to do it. We all are dedicated that Toga comes first, the racing comes second. So I'm signed up for the 24 and 2.4, but I don't think that starts till the end of May.
Yeah, I think it might be into June actually.
Oh, right, okay.
It's you are right. 31st of May it starts. Yeah, literally the 31st of May. So Yeah,
So,
I mean, you should definitely stick to that one. Like,
yeah,
I'm sure we can get cover for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't get a chance last time, but it looked like there was some great battling.
It's a hell of a good championship, I'm not gonna lie. Because I did it last time round, and I'm happy not to do it this time round. It was a really good championship.
Yeah. I just watched Meekin coming out of the pits, and he crossed the solid white line and then crossed back over it again. So I don't know if the stewards will look at that or if they won't, but they are reminded white line's there for a reason. Sharwin, yes, I think we lost the DeLuca, who had been disqualified purely on the fact he was far too quick.
I think we've lost 2 more people on top of that, actually. We had 22 or 23, so we've lost an extra 1. I'm not sure who else that we've lost, but a lot of people going into the pits very early. It's very weird that they're going into the pits now. I would have thought, well, they might wait for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of shouts to me of a standard strategy, half and half. What is interesting is obviously because Meekin had so many extra seconds on top of what he already had, Mank has come out ahead of him in the pits and will, once everyone pits, technically take the lead.
Go on, Mank.
So Mank, absolutely, he just...
Oh no, it'd be Aindal. Aindal's in the pit. Sorry, no.
Yeah,
no.
Yep.
No, he's just coming out now.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting. So I'm on...
No, it's going to be Aindal.
Oh, Aindal's played an absolute blinder. He's went from P4 to first.
That is right.
Well played. That is.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a major oversteer moment there, just as I clicked onto him again. I mean,
Code Brown moment.
Yeah, it was an absolute, especially when you know you're like P1. Mank is behind him, but at the moment, he is 2.5, 3 seconds behind Aindal. Meekin is 3.5 seconds behind Mank. Tegas. Has Tegas pitted? Yes, he has.
Yes.
Tegas could end up back into the top 5, top 10, definitely.
Done well there, considering, 100%.
That's good.
Sorry, on TikTok, someone's asked, is there any room in this championship? So, Kieran, if you head over to our bio on TikTok, all our links are in there to SimGrid, Discord, etc., etc. Get yourself on there, and we will be able to help you maybe join this championship. This is the rookie championship, only on PC. Okay, it's a PC championship only. So if you're on console, at this current moment in time, we cannot help you. But it seems like that needs to change because we are getting, I don't know about you, Mac, but it's been very recently has been a massive influx of. We found console players coming to sit out flight. We're somehow managing to pick up console people.
And I don't. I mean, obviously, I don't know much about servers, but I'm assuming you can't have a cross-platform.
No, unfortunately not. So we'd have to go to someone like G Portal or someone along those lines that just do console.
Right. Okay.
Things, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So hang on, Kieran's, but this is fine. I'm an independent championship on PC for RFAX 2 in BT. Oh, BVT. Oh, right, Kieran, get yourself in our Discord now. They do virtual British Touring Car Championship. Kieran, I will happily join your championship on R-Factor 2 if you send me all the information. I swear to God. Because I love touring cars. I've just been Brands Hatch last weekend. I'm going again next weekend. So 100%. Yeah, join our Discord. All in our bio.
So, hello, good evening on YouTube. I hope you're doing well. Sharwin, in rookies, is it a good idea to run light amount of fuel in first stint so you pit sooner? My thinking is in rookies, you're likely to pick up damage in the early carnage so you can fix that sooner. When I ran in the rookies, I basically did half and half, maybe a couple of litres more just to make sure, but I don't really think it's a huge problem, not certainly rookie level. You get a 10-minute pit window, so you're not going to gain a huge advantage from pitting earlier than pitting slightly later, depending on where you are in the field and things like that. But I would always give myself at least a half distance fuel so that if I have a car in front of me who pits, I'll stay out and try and get a faster lap in and then pit after them, or vice versa. So it gives you the flexibility to decide, is it going to be an early stop or is it going to be a later stop? And you can obviously change your fuel for your pit stop. There's drive-through for Glenwarden and P4. That'll be for track limits.
Track limits, that's
that is absolutely, oh my god.
I was hoping the Ford would sort of be good.
Oh my god, that is soul destroying. But yes, absolutely. That's just what I do. There's loads of different strategies, but you can change your fuel before you go into the pits. So if you go in later, you don't need to take on as much.
That's another video idea, by the way. You want to write that down?
I'll note it into my brain that I'll forget, but yes, I will.
I'm happy to help you with that. Like, I think we're getting to a stage now where we're becoming the go. Like, people are coming to us asking us these questions. I think it might be beneficial. I'm happy to help.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kieran's put he was at Brands on the 12th as well. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't see it. It was well busy there though. I'd like to get there. There's only 2 rounds left of the BVTC left, so season 3 isn't far off. If you want in, 100%.
Oh,
yes,
definitely. Please. Just don't make 100%. It Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday,
Thursday,
Saturday, or Sunday. So Mondays and Thursdays are good for us. Oh man, what was your good? Thank you. Going later this afternoon. Where did you meet? Going later this afternoon for McDonald's and watch a game with your uncle. He is 90. Wow.
What? So hang on, they're not in the UK.
They're not in the UK.
Part of the world. They must be.
Maybe America. Maybe. Are you East or West? Was. Wow, 90-year-old. Wow. Absolutely.
It's
amazing.
On a Friday. It's on every fortnight on a Friday. Okay. I'm sure I can stretch to that.
Yeah. So I think I could as well. Lyric, no. The GT2 of FGTRL finished Monday there, so it's now just
traitors.
Sunday. Connecticut, USA. I'm assuming your uncle was obviously in the wars as well, so thank him for his service. Even though we're in the UK, still like to do it because he must have seen some horrible things. Is it basketball, baseball? What is it you're going to see?
NFL's not started yet, has it? So, or it could be soccer.
Your home track is Lime Rock. Oh my god!
I love Lime Rock.
An hour from there. Wow. Have you ever driven on Lime Rock?
Yeah. Kieran, thanks for following TikTok.
Right. Okay. For the moment, P1, Mr. Stephen Hood in the Jag.
No.
He's still to pit, but it's still exciting.
He's missed the pit window.
Oh no! Steve, what have you done? Oh,
I think he's realised he's absolutely.
I would love to have a webcam in his house, specifically only in his gaming room, before anyone starts suggesting anything else.
No, have you not heard about Steve? He's got his rig in his utility room.
Oh yes, that's right, in his utility room. Yes, good old Steve. Lyric, I know, but we are planning something already. No further information than that. Otherwise, Charlie might kill you. Well, we've given the opportunity of 1 day a week that will be dedicated for FGTRL. Anything else? No, Steve, you can still race. It's just that you'll get a
penalty at the end.
Yeah, a penalty at the end of the race. So no, you could get back out there and just race your little heart out because.
Steve. We can take it off. Don't tell anyone.
Speak to us later, Steve. Speak to us later.
Had your gift. I'm joking.
Oh man. And he comes back out in P8. Well done, Steve. That is immense. You have driven your heart out.
Not looking at the pit window.
Well, that was a bit of a rookie mistake. So he is in the rookies. So like that's fair enough.
I see what Wose has put in the chat about his granddad.
He was in during wartime, but got a great station as his 5 brothers were all World War II veterans. All right, okay, that's amazing.
You forget, don't you, that changing subject ever so slightly, because obviously we're sim racing, but we're talking about the war. We forget really that the Americans helped us out quite considerably during the war.
Absolutely. And if it wasn't for them, a lot of things would have been different.
Oh yeah.
In very bad ways.
Yeah.
So I know it's not really a UK thing, but I do always like to thank people for their service. In my own community, I've got a firefighter who I think he's a volunteer firefighter in the state of New York. But I thank him for his service because he's doing an amazing thing, and he's going through all these training courses to get himself better so that he can become an even better firefighter. So, So anyone who is armed forces, emergency services, nurses, doctors, medical, anything like that, who are watching, thank you so much for your service. We do all appreciate you, regardless of what news headlines say.
So Lyric, just to confirm, obviously we as the Token Motorsports helping FGTL, we will dedicate one stream, one event per week for them. We will put it out the crew, the guys, if they do want to help out with stewarding and commentary. But you have to appreciate we obviously are doing our own stuff at the same time, and obviously this week we've only got one day off, which is obviously tomorrow. So we just need to be careful that we don't burn all of our stewards out, all of our commentators out, all of our staff members out trying to help out. So we will continue to commit with the Sunday Championship. Obviously now the Monday Championship is gone. You guys are more than welcome to host your own championship. Obviously we're going to provide FGTL with their own facilities, servers, etc. And Charlie can get in touch with us to see if we have the ability to stewards and commentators can lend me their eyes or hands or whatever it may be to do the commentary or stewarding for them.
Yep.
That's correct, Matt. Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. Was my dad, who'd been gone a while, fought from Africa to Germany. He was a replacement, but saw a lot. Wow. I mean, there's been so many. There was a recent show, drama about the African war and what they went through out in Africa, and it was just as bad as anywhere else. But no, absolutely. So thank you. Obviously, Dad's not here with us anymore, but thank you on behalf of your dad for his service to everybody, basically. So Pistolese has just. I know Aindow had a drive-through.
Yeah.
But Pistolese has just stayed consistent, stayed out of any wars, and is now reaping the benefit of an 8-second lead in P1. That is amazing. Mank, who was obviously lower in qualifying, even though he'd put a smashing lap time in, is sitting in P3. This could be a podium position for him today.
I tell you what, I'd love to see Mank get a podium. He's always in our streams.
He is. Absolutely.
I would love to see Mank get a podium today. 100%.
He just needs to keep making at bay. Round about that second would be amazing for him. But come on, Mank, you can do it. I don't know if you've got it streaming in the background, but come on, you can do it.
Come on, Mank. Right, do you want to pick someone else that we can do some stats upon?
Yeah, so let's actually go for Pistolese. Roberto Pistolese.
Whilst I do that, so Kieran, thank you very much for joining Discord. We will definitely share the BVTCC out to you. For you. I'm actually in the Discord. I didn't realise. I clicked on your name and we share the mutual server of that. So, and also, Kieran, I work for a lifeline company for the over 60s. I also charity for Mind.
Right. Okay.
You
Good.
might be someone of interest that people want to talk to about a charity event and in the upcoming future. Who did you say?
Pistolese, Roberto. Lyric, sounds lovely. Personally, I like the Monday races the most, just because they show something different, like GT2. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think the uptake of people wanting to drive them was as good as it could be. But at the end of the day, we We stuck with it. We're committed.
It
is.
GT2s are good.
The GT2s are good. Yeah. But overall, you love what we are all doing. Appreciate that. Was every one of them lived long lives, blessed? Absolutely. Tomorrow is never guaranteed to anyone, so I'm just so glad you were able to make loads of memories and hopefully loads of pictures to go with the memories.
100%. So Pistolese.
Yes.
So this is his second Toga Motorsport event.
Oh, really?
So when we say rookie or newbie to Toga Motorsport,
this
is it. Yeah. Wow. So his favourite car is the Ferrari 296 GT3.
Yep.
Of course. And he's only done 39 laps plus obviously the 24 that we're doing right now. And he's done only the Red Bull Ring, a 29.5.
Wow.
That's it.
Well done, Roberto. You're driving an absolute stonking race. You came in your voice Discord last week. Your name is Willie Owens. Oh, right, okay.
I know who you are. Yes. Oh, yes. I think I asked you actually where you're from. That makes total sense now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Thank you.
No, and that's the thing. Anyone who comes into Discord, we've got over 2,000 members. We can't remember everyone that comes, especially because people on YouTube have a different handle than what they do in Discord and things. So, but thank you so much for being part of the community and part of us and supporting us as you do. Right, so there is a bit of a battle going on for P10. We've got Longo and Pimentel, who are these two have been fighting pretty much most of the race, albeit Pimentel was ahead at one point of Longo, but Longo obviously got speared into the hairpin at the top of the hill, so he's done well to creep back up to what he can. Mr. Brandon Fuller, I am a bit biased because he is a Toga eSport driver. He's in P12. Amazing, Brandon. Absolutely amazing. Keep up the good work.
Amazing. Sorry, can I just quickly say?
Of course, can.
Top three. So Pistolesi's only done 2 events here at Toga Motorsport, so this is his second. Aindal. Aindal's a friend of Ollie's, by the way. This is his 6th event at Toga Motorsport.
Oh.
So his favourite car is the M4, but he's currently driving the. That's interesting. So his fastest lap apparently at Toga Motorsport is a 141.6.
Oh, okay.
But I think this is pre-ballast.
Well, right, okay, yep.
So that would make sense. I mean, his fastest lap is a 143.4. So I can't believe he's 2 seconds a lap slower.
Yep.
I don't know whether the times are a bit skew iffy or
oh no! What was that all about? Oh my goodness! Yeah. So Lou managed to get past or get alongside Gunnaward on the straight, and they just came together. Like the one place you'd expect not to have a crash. Wow! Like
I think that's the Ferrari's fault. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously the stewards will hopefully pick the bones.
So if you look at the markers on the track for the grid, it certainly looks like the 296 is drifting. Yeah, that I'm not a steward, but yeah, that was, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a bit silly from the Ferrari in my opinion.
Yeah.
He sort of cut across him.
Yeah.
Sorry, before we get back to the chat, I mean I've got people all over the place talking over on TikTok and Twitch. So Aindal's already done. This is his 6th race at Toga Motorsport.
Okay.
And Mank. Let me have a look quickly at.
I think this is his first championship with us.
Do you know what I think it is? Yeah, this is his 3rd race.
Wow.
That's it. So this is actually so cool. The fact that the top 3 now haven't been really at Toga Motorsport very long.
No.
That's
amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Can we also have a shout out again? Stephen Hood passed 2 cars up into P7.
Go.
Unfortunately, he's about to get past with a 296. Although I think if you're a 296, you would back out of going into the curb of death too wide.
Great drive.
Wow.
Those, to be fair.
From both of them as well. You can see Tegas, in fact, Lou, looking to try and get past as well. It's It's a Ferrari sandwich with a Jag in the middle of it. Who thought you'd be saying that in 2024?
Yeah. So Kieran put the Ferraris at fault here. We had the whole of the left of the track, yeah. And the virtual industry, 100%.
Oh, the 296s went wide. Stephen Hood side by side as they exit the first corner.
Yeah, he's not going to do that.
He's not, no. But that was amazing. Stephen just keeping things consistent, but it looks like there's a little bit of a train forming behind the Jag now, and this is going to be tricky for him. He's trying to attack.
All Ferraris. Oh no, one McLaren.
One McLaren, yep.
Around the outside. Yeah. Come on, Steve. Hold it in there. There we go.
Wow, he leaves enough room as well, so great sportsmanship.
I think Lou's got some damage on the front of that Ferrari, so he's probably going to struggle in the corners on for top speed. Steve just jumps over the curb a little bit there, but that's going to open the door for the Ferrari. But Steve does have the inside line for the next corner, and chances are, unless the Ferrari goes for a massive send, there's no way. The McLaren might go through as well. Steve might just leave the door open here for the McLaren down the inside. I think the McLaren's passed. I'm not sure. I think he's going to probably have it, isn't he? Yes, he is. They're both side by side. They've both got a serious amount of damage. Ferrari. Oh! I thought the Ferrari's going to go for a send on Steve there. He was squirrely under braking, but sorry, Steve has retained that position. Sorry, I know you're watching. You've got something else on.
No, I was just watching Darrell passing Zita.
Oh, okay. Should we staticize on
Darrell, let's do that.
This is going to be big. Okay, so Darrell's been here from pretty much the get-go.
Right,
hang on. Darrell, where is he?
While you're doing that, might try to join someday. Oh yes, sorry, not expecting you to remember at all. My friend James Parks told me about you a year or so ago. Oh, amazing. We do try to remember people. I mean, it's not... I thought Steve was going to... Oh, Steve might get this back. Huge mistake from Tegas there.
Here he goes.
Putting the Jag right in there.
Got round him. Yeah. Come on, Steve. Keep it in there. That's weird.
Steve needs to be careful. That black Ferrari is desperate just to slip past Steve without me even seeing him.
Look at this battling, Jesus Christ!
Oh my God! Oh, Steve getting things a little bit wide as.
No, he's okay. He's got it.
That McLaren. So the problem is, you've got three drivers who are having to look forward and back all at the same time and drive well.
Steve is the proverbial cork in the bottle, isn't he?
296 with a little bit of oversteer there as... Look at this.
That's insane.
Steve looks like the Pied Piper. And he's just got all of these cars behind him. McLaren going for it. McLaren makes it happen.
Yeah, nice.
McLaren was a brave move, but he knew he could do it.
Steve, careful. So Darrell, 171 events.
Oh my goodness!
Driven 3,292 laps.
Jeez.
Darrell's fastest time at Kylan. Oh, do you know what? It's all the same lap time. 141.7. I'm pretty sure that's the same as everybody else.
Yeah. So it's possible bug in the matrix.
I mean, it would be me that's built it, wasn't it? So let's be.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to let it slide. I genuinely wasn't going to say anything there.
Lyric. 141.7 for Darrell. It's not the same time.
All right. Okay. Lyric, just because it interests me, how does one become a Toga Motorsports driver? Are you talking about the esports team? I think there's a form you fill in, a Google form. Fill in, and it goes to Ollie. Ollie is the team manager for the esports team, but absolutely, go for it. The more the merrier. We're trying to get in.
I'll put the link in the chat if I can find it.
Yeah, we will. We're happy for people. We've got a range of different drivers. So myself, like very slow, to the likes of the beautiful Davida, who's just come into the chat. Oh, thought McLaren was going for a look. Steve thought it as well. He had to pull out of that, and unfortunately McLaren has played a tactical blinder to get into the head of Steve Hood there. It's unfortunate because we'd love to see that. Oh my goodness! Oh my God! I don't even know what to say here. There's They're swapping position as if it's like musical chairs. Steve went off, and so did Tegas, and then so Steve now has Lou behind him. Does he? No, he's got Longo behind him, and Steve Hood has seen more action here than I'm not going to finish that sentence. So, Sharwin, it's that time again. Red flag the race for me, please, so I can make a cuppa. We'll put it on pause. We'll tell him to drive slowly.
Put a virtual safety car out, shall we?
Yeah, that's it, exactly. Lyric, how much will the penalty be for Stephen? I can't remember. Is it a stop go? Is it a 30? 30-second penalty for something like that? Lyric, that's the form there for joining, and Tegas managing to keep ahead at the moment, but this is a 4-car battle. We haven't even talked about the top 3, but there's quite a few seconds. I mean, Pistolese is 12 seconds up the road. He's got a fastest lap of the race of a 1:42.7, which was pretty much close to what the qualifying P1 time was as well.
I mean, that was bound to happen, though. I mean, it's going to happen. As soon as you start getting into some sort of rhythm here, your lap times will start tumbling. I mean,
absolutely.
Okay, I mean, Meeken's done a 1:43.0, so it's 3 tenths slower than Meeken. Is he really rookies? You could argue that he's not.
Yeah.
But, he will be. I'm not sure how much. If he will get given a strike, I'm not sure if it's his first second strike or whatever. But still, remember. So actually, Darrell and Cooley, the only 2 people left from the split 1 group that are still racing. Right now, so they'll get moved across, and we've got another car that's Marcus Pimentel.
Yep.
He's just apparently dropped down the grid quite dramatically. I'm not sure what's happened.
He hit the curb of death. And then his tyres are absolutely fried because he looked like he was about to spin on the start-finish straight as well. So a bit of pain for him there.
And sorry, Meeken is now gained a second on Mank.
Wow, he is actually going for this. 5 minutes left. Steve Hood's still battling Ferraris. I'm pretty sure Steve will be sick of the sight of Ferraris by the time he finishes this race. If he sees another one, he'll just end up being triggered. But what a switchback. Wow, well done, Steve. Absolutely read that beautifully and has managed to gain his place back. But commentator's curse. Steve, I'm so sorry. I'm going someone else.
Oh no, you haven't.
Like in the biggest way possible. You're in the slow club, so am I. Don't worry about it, my friend. We all have to start somewhere. And some of us, like me, who's been doing it for quite a while, still remains in that slow club. You get free drinks in the club, so don't worry about it. Lyric, no, he won't go for it. I don't have enough time, sadly. I'm even in this championship, but I just can't race today. Sadly, next week will probably be your last Toga race for some time. These things happen. It's it's part of life. It's part of having too much on your plate. It just burns you out. Davida, how on earth are you? I hope you're doing well. One went off track and the rest followed in sympathy. It's that target fixation that we talk about, where you're looking at the car rather than the track, and if it goes off, you go off because you're just watching where it's going. Sharwin,
happens all the time, doesn't it? Sorry, it does happen all the time.
What's the orange box and 1 next to Hood's number on the screen mean? So that means he hasn't done his pit stop. Because the pit window closed and then he came into the pits, it's showing that he hasn't completed the mandatory pit stop. Everyone else is green, but at the start of the race, everyone had a 1 and orange beside it. So that's what that means. You're giving me loads of ideas, Sharwin, for videos. I'm going to do short videos, maybe a couple of minutes long, so it's easy to digest and then kind of move on. But
make a suggestion. Can you record them as TikToks as well?
Yeah, absolutely. David, all good. A bit of a stressful time, but you're happy anyway, especially being here to enjoy the last minutes of the race with you. It's always a pleasure, Davida. Always a pleasure. Hope you're doing well. Are all your exams finished now? Meekin is on a charge.
Yeah,
It's
I
like...
was literally about to say this. I was waiting for a pause in your because I was like, Meekin is all over the rear of Mank.
Oh my god. It's like he's suddenly woken up from a coma and thought, oh, I'm in a race here. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Mank.
He's done it as well. Oh. He's done it. He's got round. He's going to go around the inside.
Yeah, but
Mank's
he's not going to...
really... No, I think he might. I think he might already have this. No, I'm not
sure. He
sure.
does. Mank pulls out. Yeah. So...
Yeah.
Good.
I'll tell you what, Mank. I'm going to give him a clap for that.
Yep.
He realised that he was a slower car, and he's lost out now on a podium.
Yep.
Just to not get crashed off the track.
Absolutely.
That is great driving. That's
very mature. A lot of people would have had red mist or their ego would have been driving the car instead, and the two of them could have crashed out. So no, hats off to Mank for that. So very well done. Sharwin, let me just get your notebook of questions and still need to ask. Send me them. Send me any questions you've got on Discord, and I'll structure something round about it. We have lost another driver. Oh, Zeta with the 5 seconds. Oh, Zeta. 5 seconds for car 12 causing a collision with car 93. Oh, man. Lyric with work friends, PC2 modding and FG TRL and Toga stewarding. You can't find enough time to race that much. Yeah, it's a painful decision to make.
Oh, for God's sakes, 1-1. Sorry.
That's okay. I was like, what? Someone's went off? What? Pimentel is into the pits. I wonder if he's in to fix damage that he had from his previous lap. Daryl is...
Sorry, Mark spun.
Is he?
Meekin spun.
Oh my god.
Back in P3.
Let's see what happened.
He literally lost it himself.
Oh, he hit the curb.
T2, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Or T3, sorry.
My goodness. Mank actually was very lucky. A little bit naughty there from Mark. He should have held his brakes. But, nothing came of it. But let's focus on Roberto Pistolizzi. Davida can tell me if I'm saying it right or not wrong. Davida, that corner is mental to go wide. That's very sensible of him. It shows rookie championship helps people to grow. Yeah, absolutely. It absolutely does. Roberto has driven an absolute faultless race. And possibly because I haven't looked at him at all in this race, he hasn't come off. None of the barriers have turned into magnets and pulled him in. But my Jedi commentator's curse has been very strong tonight, and I would just like to apologise to everybody. But there we go, Roberto Pistolizzi. Oh no, he's still got one lap to go.
One more lap.
I thought he said he was on his last lap.
Yeah, I thought it was last lap too. No,
I got really excited there. Was holding brakes his biggest issue in sim road racing for secondary incidents for sure? Yeah. You saw that Mank actually was very fortunate not to get taken out at the same time. I understand Mark would have been frustrated with himself. He would have been desperate to try and get back on track properly, but it's racecraft we're trying to teach as well. So 5 seconds for Haley as well. Let's have a little look. Car 81 for a punt to pass on car 12. So
whilst we see Pistolizzi come round, I need to dip off the interviews if you don't mind.
Yep, no bother.
Send Davida some statistics for him and his team to potentially get another sponsor.
Oh, amazing!
So I'm going to send him some stats if you don't mind me jumping on.
I do not. I do not at all. Brandon up into P10. What a race! On, drive through for Meekin. Meekin has now got a drive through.
I thought that was Mank. I thought you said Mank. I'm not cheering for Mank at all. Can you tell?
No, not at all. Not at all. Lee, he's 29 seconds behind, but
I think you lose over 30 seconds in the pit lane here.
Okay, so Meekin having an absolute nightmare.
Don't box Meekin. If you box, you'll lose out more time. So if you hear it on stream, take the penalty, take the 30 seconds because it'll be better off. You'll be more beneficial taking it rather than don't. So don't pit, don't box.
Oh, Zeta, no! Oh, he is pitting. He is pitting. Oh.
He's going to lose out on more time.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
He won't take off the drive-through.
Yeah, so he's pitted for nothing. And he still gets the 30 seconds.
Yeah, he'll still get the 30 seconds because he's technically crossed the line before has to check a flag is drawn. So
we have completely missed it, but Roberto Pistolese is our champion of this race today. Well done. Congratulations, Roberto. Very, very good drive. Endau in P2, and Mank does get his P3 after all. Where's Mr. Hood? He's not come over the line yet.
Ninth right now.
He's ninth. He's just come down to last corner. Unfortunately, he will be given a... Have you seen his team name?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Alright, let's see what Steve gets for his... He gets 130 seconds. Oh my god.
Ouch.
That's a bit severe. Wow.
It is a bit.
Oh my goodness. That is...
Yes, pain. Mank. He's in the chat.
Oh, Mank. Come on. What a race. We genuinely thought that it was done and dusted and it wasn't going to happen. And then fortune favours the brave.
It really does.
It does, absolutely. So we will have time for driver interviews. Hayden's going to jump off and do some admin stuff. And Brandon in the top 10. You must be very proud, Davida. I know you've spent time with Brandon to try and help him. So kudos to you for that. Mank, it was a good race. It was an amazing race. It really was. Are you want to say kind of goodbyes just now?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah,
no, not at
thank
all.
you very much, everybody, for today's race. Casper, thank you very much for the £5 super chat, and everyone just chilling out with us this evening. It honestly means a lot. So we really do appreciate it. And I'll leave you in the capable hands of Matt. Thank you very much. Signing out for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, so well done to Endau and Meekin. Yeah, Meekin was very, very unlucky. Yeah, a really bit hard, unfortunately. There's so car treble 7 has got a post-race 5-second penalty, and car 81 has got a 5-second penalty as well. So treble 7 was Alexi, and car 81 was Haley. So those will be added on at the end once the stewards have done all their post-race stuff. Steve, 130 seconds. I know. Oh, you only missed it by 10 teeny tiny seconds. Didn't have Jag reading glasses. You did exceptional, Steve. Honestly, to be up in top 10 and then, yeah, it's just so painful when that happens. David, you didn't want to say anything because of the possible spectator curse, but you knew from yesterday he had good pace. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Before I go into the interviews, I did put a question out earlier on, and certainly Sharwin was definitely up for it. Is basically what Davida has done is what I've suggested is for more experienced drivers to become mentors to newer people, people who maybe are just picking up ACC or people who are only getting into doing online racing. And yeah, I didn't know what folk thought, but I think it is a good idea. It's just people have busy lives and they need to practice for races and do things in their own life. So we'll see. We'll talk it out, but I definitely wanted to know what you guys thought as well. Right, okay, let's have a little looky and see who we have in the chat. Oh my goodness, I've got half the grid to speak to. So I don't know who got into the chat first, so apologies if I take someone who came in last. So the highest finishing was Reese Endau. Good evening, Reese.
How are we doing?
Well, I'm doing awesome, but you must be feeling pretty damn good.
Yeah, it was a tough race. Yeah, it was a bit of a tough start as well.
Yeah, Did you get caught up in any drama at the start? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got caught up in, I don't know who it was. I went on a dive on the hairpin before Sector 3.
Right.
And I just got caught up in it. Went back to like P7, P8. And then, yeah, just had to fight from there. I don't know what P1 was on, but he was flying. There was no chance.
Yeah.
I also learned today that overcut good, undercut bad.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. You unfortunately find that at the wrong time when it's in the middle of the race or something. But I mean, yeah, you drove consistently and you just kept your head down and just tried to stay out of trouble. And you know, it was amazing to see that you ended up in P2. I mean, P1, his fastest lap of the race was the same time as the person that got disqualified for P1 in qualifying. It was like 1:42.7 or something.
Oh my lord!
So I mean, absolute flying.
I had no chance. I had no chance.
So hopefully that makes you feel a bit better that you know he was in a different level from everyone else, and just drove a really consistent race. But no, I mean, hats off, P2. This is your first championship with Toga?
Yeah, so I joined a one-off race about a year and a half ago when I was last playing this ACC.
Yeah.
Did not have a good race, and it was at Kyalami.
God.
I think it was in the Porsche Cups. I did not have a good race, and I ended up pitting because I just got so much damage.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pitting.
Yeah.
So it felt a bit like redemption today.
That's
both for
good.
last week and for that.
Absolutely, that's amazing. And you know, people do give up, and the people who do, like Kyalami, I always say to Kyalami purely because I didn't know how to drive it. But once I got to know the track, I actually started really liking it.
I love it. It's amazing. It's just she's a nasty piece of work when you get it.
Absolutely
wrong.
Yeah, and unfortunately, poor Meekin found that out to his troubles today as well. Ended up with a drive-through in the last lap and spinning and losing P3. Were you aware that obviously the places had been swapped? Mank had been passed by Meekin.
I heard you guys on the stream because I had it playing in the background.
Right. Okay.
I heard that Meekin had got past Mank, and I was like, oh god. And then I saw him coming very quickly. By that point, I'd lost a bit of the speed I'd had in the lap. I just couldn't extract it.
Yeah.
And I could see him catching me by like a good couple tenths a lap. I was like, oh no, I'm losing P2. And then literally like a quarter and a half later, he's around. And then like half a lap later, he's got the drive through. And I'm like, okay, we're safe.
Yeah, we can breathe again. So stop holding your breath for a lap. Amazing. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. So I think it looks like the splits will be getting merged together, but we're going to continue with the Tuesday and the Wednesday in case people can't do a Tuesday, but they can do a Wednesday and vice versa for that. And then we'll see how it goes. But it looks like that's what we'll be doing for next week.
That's
so
awesome. I'll be there for both.
Excellent. Right, well, go and have a well-deserved drink and cool off. And congratulations again for P2.
Cheers, mate. Thank
you.
No
bother. Take care. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Right, okay, so let's speak to Mark because he's had a hard race. Mark, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Was there a bit of sarcasm in your voice there?
Just a wee bit. So obviously I got a couple penalties, which wasn't good.
Yeah.
I think the first one was because of qualifying, was it not?
Yeah, it was, yep.
Yeah, I never even saw him. And then I can't even remember what the second. It was like the first lap, I think.
It was, yep, with car 23. Whoever that was.
I forgot even what happened there. And then it was like all in all, was it not like 20 seconds? But see, at the end of the race, it was like 30 seconds, was it not?
No. Oh yeah, sorry. So. And this is we weren't sure if you had the stream on in the background, but basically if you've got a drive-through in the last lap, don't go into the pits because it doesn't, the game doesn't recognise you've pitted for your drive-through because you don't exit the pit again. So it then gives you a 30-second penalty for not completing a drive-through before the end of the race. So what happened was you went into the pits, which then penalised you for the speed and everything else, and then you got the 30 seconds as well. So last lap, never go into the pits for any penalties. Just go over the start-finish line. You'll finish where you do, and then you'll get your 30 seconds added on.
Yeah, I never knew that was a thing.
I know.
Because I was driving with T Haley and T Albers.
Oh yeah.
I was talking to them, and they said, you've messed up. They're saying that you shouldn't have pitted. And I was like, oh no. But I just saw drive through, and then obviously because you need to go in the pits for a drive through. That's why I went in.
No,
I never knew that was a thing.
Exactly, and that's it. We saw it in another race as well, where someone the exact same got penalised at the end. So we weren't quite shouting for you, but we were like, please have the stream on, please don't go into the pits. And then we seen you going, oh no. So yeah.
Did they not have a similar instance with the drive-through last race?
So it might have been, because I'm sure it was at this championship it happened. Where somebody got the drive-through and they went in the pits and then they got that 30 seconds hammered on. So, yeah, what a race you had. And then, you had the spin, then you had the drive-through, and then you had the horrible calamity of what that drive-through caused at the end of it. Like, you were in the race. You got yourself into P3. Was it a dip in concentration? Because we saw you hit the curb, which unsettled the car. You couldn't turn.
It was mainly because I was basically, like, the setup I had made, I was basically just testing the limits of the car, really. Going past the limits of the car, really.
Yeah.
And my tyres were cooked, really. So that's mainly what caused it. Like, you could just feel the grip just slipping away lap by lap. So. I was P1 at one point, like for for like 10-15 minutes or something like that. But then but I wasn't like too happy about it because obviously the penalties.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. And then Pistolese, he just stormed off. His quickest lap time in the race was the same as the person that got disqualified for P1 in quali, like a 1:42.7.
Yeah, the guy that got disqualified in quali, he did have time faster than that. It was like I saw it was like a 1:42.3 or something like that.
Yeah.
Ridiculous speeds,
just miles too much. So he got disqualified. It wasn't even a case of letting him race or anything. It was just way too quick. Mank is actually in the YouTube chat and he says, "Unlucky Mark, you were faster than me." So there you go, a bit of sportsmanship from Mank for that. There'll be an announcement in the Discord, but we're going to merge both splits as of next week. So, but we're going to keep it Tuesday and Wednesday races for the same, obviously, single split that we've got, because some folk might not be able to race on a Wednesday, but they can do it a Tuesday or things like that. So you can either drive both or one or whatever.
You can do both?
You can do both, yeah. Yeah.
I may do both then. just maximise points as much as I can.
Absolutely, yeah. The gods weren't with you today, that's for sure.
No.
Yeah, no. Listen, it is what it is. Unfortunately, you've learned a horrible lesson, a horrible way, but at least you will now know never ever go into the pits when you've got like a penalty waiting to be passed on. So, but.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, to be honest, because I have a bad history with Kyalami. So.
Oh, yeah, like, I can race on it now, but I'm not, like, anywhere near good on it. It's just such a... I don't know, it's so unlevel, like, you're going round corners and you're hitting bumps and, they're off camber and, it takes somebody good to be good at Kyalami.
Yeah, it's quite a difficult track, to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely. So, right, Mark, go and chill out, enjoy what's left of your evening, and look forward to seeing you next week.
Thanks a lot, guys. See you next week.
Cheers, see you later, bye.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Right, let's get Mr. Jag in here. So, 130 seconds isn't a bad penalty, to be fair.
Well, hello.
Yeah.
Penalty master, as you're speaking to him. I'd never taken it so close to the end of the pit window before. So I saw the little time at the top.
Yep.
Some green. Funnily enough, I was working with the development team today on how to convey colours and things on the screen. Green does not mean you're in trouble. But I still, the counting down, and then I think I got sidetracked because trying to keep that Jag on the track is a full-time job.
Yeah.
And I thought when it extinguished, I thought you must have this current lap that you're on.
Right.
As long as start finish line. Of course, it doesn't work like that.
No.
So, and then I thought I'll continue because I didn't know what the penalty would be.
Yeah.
So I tried not to get in everybody's way and drive fairly.
Yeah.
But I had an amazing race with everybody. So hopefully they saw it that way too. Lots of people were flashing me, but you got to get past first of all.
Well, exactly. You don't get an automatic pass because you flash someone with your lights. It's like.
It was good fun. Everybody drove so well around me.
It was amazing. It was amazing, and I can only apologise for the amount of times I clicked onto your battle and you ended up going off the track, and I think Hayden had enough of me at that point, so I don't know if I've got a job tomorrow or not.
I was watching the stream again, just listening to it. Sometimes it wasn't me driving off; I was following other drivers. So let's just clear that up. Sometimes I wasn't watching where I was going. Other times I was following somebody too closely. It was really good race. I'm just annoyed with myself for not keeping an eye on the pit timer because I could have done a much better race then. But it was great. Everybody drove so well.
Oh, it was really good. Another race with no red flag, so that's awesome. But yeah, I mean, there was a few spills and turns. You obviously, I don't know if you got involved in some of them or you managed to avoid them, but
I've avoided all of them. I don't think I got any damage. A lot of people spun off, which I thought they would do because it's a slightly challenging track, like technical corners. The curbing and stuff like that. So people were losing it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I was letting faster drivers pass so they would challenge the next driver ahead, and invariably they'd make a mistake. But I don't know some of the guys that were driving around me. I'll have to check their names, but they were so good, and I just want to call them out for being awesome around me. They dealing with the Jag. I mean, I didn't have a braking capability, but it was so much fun.
So you had Lou, Lui, who was in one of the 296, Longo, Alexei in the Audi as well. I think you had a battle with.
Very early on.
It was good. It was amazing to see because you obviously within the first lap you went from 22nd to 15th, and we're like, this is on.
People were spinning. Yeah, I heard you say something like he's hoping you don't call a red flag, and I was like, I've got my toes in my fingers crossed. I'm up here now. I'm not going to relinquish this. It was awesome fun.
Man.
Really good fun.
So, did you have much practice with the Jag and Kyalami before today?
I think I did a couple of laps yesterday. I thought I'm miles off the pace. I was about 8 today, and I saw Darren Longanane in there. I was doing quite a fast time. I think I was about 8/10 off him or something. I thought as long as I'm in the ballpark, who knows what will happen in the race. I didn't have the outright pace. But, the older head on the shoulders was kept clean as much as possible, and didn't wipe out. But I didn't make the pit stop. So what do I know?
Well, at least you now know for future development of games that you're like, let's maybe not do that, or what poor Mark Meakin went through, where he went to serve the drive-through the last lap of the race, and then it punishes you anyway because you don't get back out the pit exit.
Yeah.
So it was great. It was great to see. And at one point you were in P1. I know you still had your pit to do, but it was just to be able to say the Jag is in P1.
I stayed out. I filled it with a lot of fuel because I thought I'll take the latest pit stop possible. So I was really heavy at the start. And then it didn't even come off, did it? Because I didn't even do the pit stop properly. So you live and learn.
Lessons learned, absolutely. So, right, well, I'm just letting everyone know there'll be an announcement in the Discord. We're merging both splits as of next week. Basically because there's not enough turning up for each split to justify having the two different splits. But we will keep Tuesday and Wednesday as races. So you can either do one race or you can do both races each week, depending on what your obviously workload is. So just to let you sort things out, because obviously you're a busy man.
No, good stuff. Yeah, I'll try to get into at least one of them and try to do a qualifying lap. That'll be awesome. Right.
I just thought you were doing the last to first. It just seemed to be a natural thing.
I don't know. Last to mid-table is what I strive for. Right, awesome stuff. Thank you so much. Really good race.
No problem at all, Steve. Take care of yourself.
Thanks.
Cheers, bye. Right, we've got two more. We've got Mr. Thomas Haley. Hopefully I've said that right. Who's with us. So let's have a look where Thomas finished. So 13th. That's not bad.
I mean, it was a messy race.
Yeah.
Very messy race. The start, on the start, you may have seen me spun off because on the turn 2, turn 3 curb, if you eat too much of that curb, you'll unsettle the car massively, and it'll just spit you out, and that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
I ended up at the very back, and then I made it up to 12th, I want to say, or 11th, and then I had a load of mishaps of just messing up.
Yeah.
And then in the pits, I ended up in 18th, clawed my way back to 16th. And then towards the end of the race, I had a fight with, was it Pateron? Is that what his name was?
Zita. Yeah, she's one of our commentators.
Yeah. I had a fight with him, and I was just generally really messy. I'll take the whole blame for that because that was... I was just messy there. Don't blame him for flashing his lights at me and all of that. But it was just a really messy scrap. But generally...
Yeah. I mean... To be so far down and then come back is awesome. I don't know if you've read the penalty outcomes, but there's a post-race 5-second penalty for you for the collision with Sita. I'm trying to see. It actually isn't going to affect you.
I don't know what my total penalties are because I think I got more than just the 5. I think I may have had a 10 earlier on as well because I.
But
a turquoise Ferrari that I misjudged I couldn't brake hard enough.
Yeah.
So I just went into the back of it and I spun it.
Yeah. No, you served all your penalties at your pit stop, so it's only 5 seconds, and you were 6.5 seconds ahead of P14. So it's not you're not gonna lose any position over it.
Okay.
So that's a bonus, I suppose. Are you? Viewers will be bored hearing me saying this, but. As of next week, we're going to merge both splits together because there's not enough turnout to justify 2 splits. But we will continue to put race Tuesday and Wednesday on, and you can either race one of them or both of them. So that's just to let you know. But as I say, announcement will be made in Discord. So, yeah, are you looking forward to the next race?
I am. I was debating not racing today because it's just so hot in the UK right now.
And it's so hot.
Sweating buckets.
Yeah.
And obviously, viewers will probably not care about this, but I'm a big Newcastle United fan. We're playing Man United right now. I was listening to it the entire race, the first half. I'm not happy because we're 2-1 down. We're 2-1 down, but I was listening to it the whole race. I have a little earbud in.
Oh, man. Yeah, so I think you and Hayden have got a lot to talk about.
Hey, I've got nothing against Man United. It's just that we kind of need to take Europe off of them to actually get Europe next season.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you need. So, I mean, it's the last round next week anyway. It's Barcelona. Are you quite good with Barcelona?
I've not driven it on ACC. I've driven it before.
Right, okay.
I've not driven it on ACC. Obviously, I've only done 2 races now in ACC competitively, but I feel like I'm confident with Barcelona. I've driven it in other games, in other cars. I feel like I can get my gears with that.
Yeah.
Is there? You said there was a bonus round though, wasn't there?
So there's going to be 2 rounds after this one finishes. I think there might be a 1 week or 2 week break, and then the last 2 races will then happen after that. And that was when we were going to merge the splits, the top 25 of each split and the bottom 25 of each split into their own splits then. But because we're merging it next week, I think it's just going to be the same as what next week's going to be for the last 2 rounds. It's just going to be a Tuesday and a Wednesday. You can drive either or both of them as well. And obviously the last one, the 6th one, you will get, I think you get double points as well. So it's always worth trying. So, excellent. Right, okay, Thomas. Go and cool down. I'm melting.
Are you going to bring Tim in?
Yes.
Me, Mark, Meekin, and Tim are all good friends. Well, Tim's good friends of Mark. But we're all in a Discord call together through the entire race.
Ah, right.
So,
yeah.
Tell him I said hi.
I will do. Poor Mark, I think, is going to go away and cry into a towel or something. That's it wasn't his race.
I was hearing he wanted to get like top 3 or something, and he crashed right in front of me, and I was just like, oh god.
I know.
But he drove an amazing race. He was getting worried that he was going to get to the strike time because they had the fella in qualifying who was way quicker, and they just kicked him straight out. And he was just like, oh lord. And I think he did in the race. He did like a 1:43.037 or something, and he was just like, I don't want to go much quicker than that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's at the end of the day, it's a horrible position to be. Almost too quick for rookies, but then you're too slow for the other championships, or you feel that way.
Yeah,
and you're
that's where I feel like I'm at.
Yeah, it's a horrible place, but it is what it is. You know, some tracks like Barcelona, you might be really quick in Barcelona and be close to a strike, whereas Kyalami you're not as much. So swings and roundabouts, but it'll be good. So look forward to seeing you next week then, Thomas.
Yeah, looking forward to hearing the commentary, actually. Marky's spinning on the formation lamp. Looking forward to hearing the commentary. You're the best commentator, I don't care.
Oh, thanks, mate. I appreciate that.
You're a great commentator.
I'll give you that $5 later. No, I appreciate that.
Let's bring Tim in. Right.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Okay, cheers. Thanks, Thomas. Bye.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Oh, that was nice. Mank, yes, it's where you might be too. You've enjoyed the races here, though. Just keep going, Mank. Absolutely keep going. Until you get a strike, you'll never know. And at the end of the day, you get the option of two. You get 2 strikes before you're then disqualified from the championship. So we've only got 3 Oh, you've already got one. Ah, okay. That is a bit more of a tricky one. Thanks, Steve. God, you've got me blushing. Poor Tim has been waiting hours on this interview, so hopefully we can. Please pass on the $5. I'll PayPal it to you, Steve. Tim, sorry to keep you waiting for so long. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I was the last of Thomas and Mark. So, yeah. I mean, it's not that good of a result, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is. And, I mean, what was the Audi like at Kyalami? It was the Audi you were driving, wasn't it?
It was, at first, I was like only having like 3 days to do a proper setup. First, it was like very oversteery. And after that, I kind of made it understeery, but I did some last minute setup changes before the race.
Sure.
It was just a bit oversteer on the race, but it was pretty good.
Oh, well, I mean, hats off to you. I can't drive the Audi at all, even with a safe preset setup. So for you to do it at Kyalami blows my mind altogether. Did you enjoy the race? Did you get involved in any of the kind of scraps that was going on?
I definitely enjoyed the race. I did take out the Aston Martin. I don't know if it was the only one in the grid. It was because I was like trying to press the push to talk button and I didn't like find it on the steering wheel, so I looked down for a second and then I just took him out.
Yeah.
I was like trying to wait for him, but he just took out. He just took too long to like spin around again. And, I didn't want to lose many positions.
It is what it is at the end of the day. You would have got a lesser penalty had you waited for him, but like I said, I understand, you're in the mode of racing, you want to get back in the track as quick as possible, and then when someone takes so long to try and get back in the track, you're like, then it is what it is. It's racing at the end of the day. So so you do get punished a little bit more by the stewards if that is the case, but So I think it was only, what car number were you? 304. So you had 10 seconds. That was in the third lap. So, I mean, to have only one penalty is pretty good, actually, especially in the rookies. Mistakes can be made. As you say, it only takes a second to get distracted with something. You look up, next thing, there's no way you're stopping for the car ahead of you. So are you going to be racing the Audi in Barcelona next week?
Yeah, I will probably race it. I missed the first 2 races.
Right.
So thank you for removing my disqualification again.
Oh,
I really appreciate it.
That's no problem. These things happen, and like we always say, real life gets in the way. But we always try and accommodate as much as we can. What I do want to say is, next week we're going to merge both splits together because there's not enough people in each split turning up every week. So you'll be able to drive Tuesday or Wednesday or both days if you want to. Discord will be an announcement about it later on in the week, but it was just to let you know now so that you can think, well, maybe a Wednesday's better or a Tuesday's better, or, you know, screw it, I'm actually going to race in both races. So yeah, again, thank you for being patient and being the last one to be interviewed, and I can't wait to see you on the track next week.
Yeah, I was the last one being interviewed and the last one in the race. So that's fair.
I didn't mean to rub that in like that.
It's alright.
I feel bad now. Next week you'll be first in, okay?
Yeah, I hope next week I won't be last. I mean, I kind of got a chance. Yeah, it's a German accent. To be like P17 or P18, but Thomas just like pushed on me on the behind, and I was like trying to improve my cornering, and then I just hit like a big curb and I just spun out.
Yeah.
So,
It's so deadly, Kyalami, on any of the curbs at all. They just unsettle the car, and before you know it, you just end up off track or just wildly wrong. So no, excellent. Right, listen, thank you so much for staying with us, and we'll speak to you next week, Tim.
Yeah, thank you for the amazing race and the amazing commentary.
Oh, thank you. That's kind of you. We enjoy doing it, so yep, stick with it, and we'll speak to you next week.
Yep.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Mr. Steve Hood, that is so generous of you. £5. Thank you so much. Keep it up. I'll try. I'll try my very best. It's very generous of you. Thank you, Steve. Thanks all, including Toga and Stewards, absolutely. Davida, GG, everyone. Davida, thank you so much for the subscribe, on Twitch. Thank you very, very much. It's very much appreciated. So any support like this goes straight into the running costs, because it costs a lot to run servers and things like that. So it's not anyone's getting rich off of this money. This is going straight into running costs. Because Hayden, a father of 2 and a husband, has basically been funding all of this on his own. Excuse me. We try to help when we can. So thank you so much for all your love and support. David on Twitch, you deserve it. Going to pay for it, but I see I have Prime on Twitch. Well, there you go. So it's even better. So technically, you're not paying for it, but you're then still supporting us. So it's a win-win situation, my friend. Thank you. So yes, you heard me saying 5-6 times about the merge. The rest of the week is looking like Friday night is World Tour, GT3 World Tour. Saturday is the first race. Let me get this right before I make a fool of myself. It's the first race of the GT3 Sprint Season 1. I'm just going to go into it and see what we have. Okay. GT3 AM, they've got 16 out of 15 sign-ups. The Pro-Am have 22 out of 20, and the Pro have got 14 out of 15, so it's a packed grid of cars, which would make up 45 cars if everyone turns up. Hopefully they do. So that will be kicking off. Let me see what time it starts. It starts at 7 p.m. British Summer Time on Saturday. So you're going to have a Friday night race. I think it's 7 o'clock. Saturday night race, which is going to be at 7 o'clock. And I think it's a 6:45 will be myself and Charlie with the let me get this right, FGTRL GT3 Season 2, which the race on Sunday was absolutely insane. It was so good. So that's what we have. So you have 3 races that you can either catch up on at the time or go to YouTube, go to Twitch and watch it back at your leisure. As Hayden said, thank you so much for all the love and support you guys constantly give us. We appreciate each and every one of yous. Anyone who's lurking and has the stream on in the background, it always helps us. Likes, subs, anything. So, if you don't hear from me, I think I'm doing Sunday night comms with Charlie. So I'll speak to you on Sunday night, but if I don't catch you on Sunday, I'll catch you next week. Stay safe, take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.